You know, I thought for a second I was gonna have to change my shirt because my green almost matches my green screen, but I guess it's different enough that I don't really have to change my shirt. I just wanted to throw that out there because this is my first official green screen video. How does it look? What's up, everybody? How you doing today? My name is David Franco, and today is September 9th, 2024, also known as the iPhone 16 announcement day. And needless to say, guys, I am beyond excited. Like, this is my event because I did not upgrade to the iPhone 15 last year. I'm still rocking the iPhone 14 Pro Max, which honestly is great, but I have one huge complaint about this phone, and I'll touch upon that soon because I believe the iPhone 16 Pro Max completely fixes that problem for me, and that alone makes me want to upgrade. Stay tuned. Trust me, you're going to want to hear what I have to say because I can't be alone, right? I can't be alone. Like, it drives me crazy. Okay, positive vibes. Anyway, guys, the event was awesome. It's pretty much everything we expected from 9to5mac.com, and like everything is leaked these days, unfortunately. So there's no real surprise. I think the last big surprise we had was Dynamic Island, which was exclusive to the iPhone 14 lineup, you know, and I think that was awesome. But yeah, I mean, overall, it was still a great event, and for me, the iPhone 16 Pro Max is going to be worth every dollar. Stay tuned, because first, we're going to start out with the Apple Watch Series 10, which should be down here somewhere. Apple, you have some of the best designers. Like, guys, look at the glow around the Pro. They're just beautiful. Anyway, starting with the Apple Watch Series 10. Now, am I upgrading? Maybe. I mean, I'm still rocking this Apple Watch, which is what? The Apple Watch Series 6, I believe. I say that because I traded in my iPhone. No, I'm sorry. I sold on eBay my Apple Watch Series 9 because I wanted money towards the new iPad Pro, but I ended up just holding on to my M1 iPad Pro. So selling that Apple Watch was kind of a mistake. So it is what it is. But anyway, there's a good chance I will be upgrading to the Series 10 shortly. Guys, I'll be right back. I'm gonna change my shirt. This is bothering me. Well, because now the display is lighting me up brighter. So now you get the point. Be right back. Make it coffee. Honestly, guys, that's what kind of makes me different from the other tech reviewers on YouTube. I'm not after being professional, you know? I'm just being myself. Anyway, yeah, this is the Apple Watch Series 10. We have a slightly larger display. Overall, it seems like a nice update. Nothing radically different, honestly, from the Series 9. And honestly speaking, appearance-wise, the Apple Watch has not really changed all that much since the original Apple Watch. Now, is it a bad thing? No, but I would like to see Apple eventually explore the world of circular watches. I'm not really a Samsung Galaxy Watch kind of guy, but I will say it's a beautiful watch, you know. But at the same time, I like that Apple does something different, you know, going with the rounded square Apple Watch. But you guys, overall, it looks like a beautiful upgrade. I mean, check it out, guys. It is significantly thinner than the Series 7, 8, and 9, and I guess even my Series 6. Right? I mean, guys, look at this, massive difference. And like I said, the display is a little larger, but a little larger display is actually quite a big upgrade when you're looking at something every day on your wrist, because let me tell you, you will notice a difference going from like, what, 2 or 3 millimeters up to like 5 millimeters of a difference. It really is a big difference. So don't look at that and say, wow, that's not a big deal, because trust me, it is a big deal. But at the end of the day, it's still an Apple Watch. You know, it's still an Apple Watch. However, there's something huge with this. This is what Apple's innovation is all about these days. Apple is about giving us technology that can give us a better understanding of our own human body. Because after all, without good health, we can't appreciate things like the Apple Watch and the iPhone 18 and iPhone 16. I just skipped a couple generations. Apologies. But anyway, sleep apnea is a serious condition. And guys, check it out. 80% of sleep apnea cases are undiagnosed. I think I might have sleep apnea because I'm constantly tired throughout the day. I'm a very light sleeper, meaning my sleep is constantly interrupted. So guys, this could very well be a life-saving feature, literally a life-saving feature. And that's what Apple's technology is all about these days, especially the Apple Watch. The Apple Watch started out as, hey, look, it's an iPhone on your wrist. But over the years, it has evolved into a health tracking device, whether it's your blood oxygen level. I know. Or maybe your daily steps, your calorie intake, and now even stuff like this, the fact that you might have sleep apnea. Like, this is a huge deal, just like it is with the AirPods and the fact that you can now use AirPods Pro as a hearing aid. Do you realize how big of a deal that is? Now, people like myself don't need it because, well, I like to think I have good hearing, meaning I'm often that teammate in Valorant who hears footsteps and my teammates don't. I'm like, how did you not hear that? Anyway, quick reference for my gamers out there. Drives me crazy. But anyway, guys, this is awesome. This is overall a very solid upgrade, especially for someone like me who has a Series 6. So if I do get the Series 10, which I might find it under my Christmas tree from Santa Claus this year. I don't know, though. I don't know. It's either that or a GoPro. We'll see. But anyway, it obviously is a very nice upgrade if you use your watch every single day. And this, I gotta say, is really cool. This had me a little giddy while watching. Now, I don't swim daily. I don't swim regularly, if even that. But I do swim in the summer, whether it's in the pool, the ocean, or whatever. And the fact that the Apple Watch Series 10 can actually sense depth, that's really cool. Like, I just think that's fascinating technology. And we're just getting so much information from our wrist these days. And honestly, I think it's easy for people to quickly forget how truly awesome we have all this technology at our fingertips, whether it's our watch or our phones and whatever. And I'm saying that because I'm just so sick and tired of the whole Android versus iOS debate. And like, who cares? Whether you're on the Android train or the Apple train, which is the better train. I'm just going to throw that out there. Just kidding. No, I'm not. But that's just my point. Technology is just incredible these days, and we're so lucky to have everything either on our phones or our watch. It's just crazy, guys. We are spoiled. Okay, so anyway, I'm not going to go into depth because, no pun intended. If you guys want to learn this, you can just go to apple.com yourself. The whole point of videos like this is for me to just ramble because I'm a proud Apple fanboy, and I will never, ever deny that. I love Apple's ecosystem. The fact that all the devices just work with one another, you simply can't get that kind of deep integration on Android or even Windows. They're getting there. They're kind of catching up, but Apple's so far ahead when it comes to ecosystem, you can't even argue that. Anyway, getting to the AirPods, let's just talk about AirPods. You know what? Let's go back to the homepage. It's just probably easier to find, even though I think I just saw it. That's okay. And scroll way down to the bottom. AirPods Pro 2. Again, the fact that you can take a hearing test right at home without going to a doctor and use your AirPods Pro as a hearing aid. Do you realize how big of a deal that is for potentially millions of people out there? Guys, this is a game changer. And I'm not just saying that as an Apple fanboy. Like, this is incredible. Show this to someone 10 or 20 years ago, and they'll be like, there's no way. There's no way that I can take a hearing test at home and buy myself AirPods Pro from Apple.com or Amazon or whatever and use them as a hearing aid. That's incredible. And that's what, again, Apple innovation is all about. They're not about being first, although I think they are first with this. Actually, yeah, the world's first software-enabled hearing aid. But I'm just saying that because, again, going back to the whole Android versus iOS debate, Apple's rarely first, but when they eventually do catch up, they do it damn right. But this is one of those instances where Apple actually is first. And I guarantee you, give it a year, you're going to see similar features from Google and Samsung and whatever, just claiming that they're doing it better or whatever. And, well, unfortunately, that's where all these debates come from. Somebody doing it first. It doesn't matter who does it first, just who does it better. Anyway, the fact that we can use hearing aids through the convenience of our AirPods Pro is just huge. Okay, so let's just jump into the iPhone 16 Pro. That is likely why you're watching this video. I am by no means a professional tech reviewer. Again, I just make these videos to babble and ramble and just rant and talk. So here we go. So again, I'm using the iPhone 14 Pro Max, and I never upgraded to the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Yes, I did want that action button, but honestly, at the end of the day, an action button wasn't enough for me to upgrade. However, if you factor in everything that I'm getting this year, it is more than worth the upgrade. Not only am I getting the action button, I'm getting a slightly larger display, which is awesome. I just love these large phones these days. I'm getting Apple Intelligence, and I'm getting a new dedicated camera button. Like, those are 4 huge upgrades for me, and definitely things I will be using every single day. So again, I'm getting Apple Intelligence, as you can see right here. I don't have access to that on my iPhone 14 Pro Max, which I will call BS on Apple. I think the iPhone 14 Pro Max is more than capable of handling Apple Intelligence. Oh, the irony. But anyway, it is what it is. But yeah, so let's just go slide by slide. So again, Apple Intelligence, we're not going to talk about that too much, but that's definitely something I'm going to be using every single day. This is cool. A touch sensitive camera control button where you lightly press it and then you press it harder to take the picture, like a traditional digital camera. Guys, I swear, technology has a way of repeating itself, and history in general. We always want to go back to the classic ways, but in modern ways at the same time. And I think that's so cool. So to just like slightly focus by pressing your, shutter button and then hard pressing it to actually take the picture, I think that's cool. And of course, again, you can slide left and right to go between controls like zoom, your aperture, all that stuff. I think that is so awesome. That is really, really cool. Okay, we're also getting 4K 120 frames per second video. This is cool. Now, is this something I personally need? No, but why not? I mean, guys, we are quite literally getting a pro studio in our pockets. Like, that is so cool. Now, the average person is not going to know what to do with this, but the fact that we do have this technology at our fingertips is incredible. Okay, our thinnest borders yet. I'm always for that. I'm not a big fan of thick bezels, but hey, thinner bezels is always a good thing, so I am definitely hyped for that. It's the small things. All new A18 Pro chip. Faster is always better, right? And of course, gaming. As a huge gamer, this means nothing to me. I'm just not a mobile gamer, meaning the most mobile gaming I do these days is on my iPad Pro, and it's through playing billiards, like pool or mini golf. Those just, I don't know. I'm just a very light mobile gamer, but I'm a hardcore PC and console gamer. More so PC these days. Okay, so let's look at the different colors. We have, let me show you, black titanium, which I'm definitely a black fan, like space gray. I've just always been a space gray fan because in my opinion, going with something like blue or purple, yeah, it looks good for a week or two, but it's just risky for me. Like, I don't like the idea of a month going by and saying, oh, I'm kind of sick of blue. But in my opinion, you can't really get sick of like a dark gray or a bright white, or even this titanium, which is beautiful. But I did go with a gold iPhone years ago, and I loved it. And I think I even had a gold iPad Pro at some point. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, so obviously they're not calling this gold. They're calling it desert titanium. But to me, it's gold. And honestly, guys, there's a good chance I'm going with this. I think it's a beautiful shade of like copper mixed with gold and whatever. I don't know. I just think it's very classy looking. So we'll see. We'll see. I'll think about it. And keep in mind, I've never had a titanium iPhone before, at least last year's model. I don't have the iPhone 15. So again, that's new to me. But overall, guys, these look like really nice upgrades. Okay, so let's talk about the camera. I'm sure Apple has it on here somewhere with the new ultra wide lens. This is really cool, by the way, audio mix. So basically, you can record these videos, and iPhone will intelligently take out vocals that you don't want in the shot or whatever. Now, again, I don't know how much I'm going to use this, but I am recording more videos than ever for my TikTok, which is linked right below. I'm extremely active on that platform, meaning I'm uploading 5 videos every single weekday. I'm not even joking, 5 videos every single weekday, at least for this month. Nerd outs on Pro Video. Wow, that's actually kind of funny that Apple's putting that wording there. And yes, I realize the irony of making this video on a Windows PC. Trust me, I'm just here for gaming and these videos. That's it. I don't use Windows for work. Presenting Apple camera interface. So I'm hoping they show something about the ultra wide angle. Oh, okay, here we go. I'm sorry, the ultra wide camera. Viva la resolution. So this is a big deal. This is a huge deal. I'm hoping. Okay, you see this? So apparently the new ultra wide lens is going to combine the possibilities of getting that ultra wide shot in addition to macro. Rant time. I hate the macro lens on my iPhone because 99% of the time when I'm trying to get a video or even a picture of something like this, my little Logitech mouse for my streaming PC, let's say I'm right here. Does that look like macro to you? No, macro to me is hella close. And yeah, I said hella close. But when I'm holding the camera like this and that stupid little flower icon shows up, it's like, oh, it looks like you're wanting to take a macro photo. I'm like, no, I'm not. So then I have to back up the camera, zoom in with my 2x lens, and then take the picture or shoot the video then. And yes, I realize there is a macro control feature in the settings. I'm not an idiot. I've had multiple people tell me that, but sorry, I got Discord in the background. Let me quit that. No matter if the feature is on or off, the camera will still intelligently switch to the stupid macro lens, thus making the quality look like shit. Nothing you say or do will ever change my mind. That is by far my most hated feature about the iPhone 14 Pro Max. I loathed it. It drives me crazy. It puts me in a bad mood. It really does. Like when I'm just trying to get shit done and it keeps changing from lens to lens, it makes me want to throw it across the room. And I'm not even joking when I say that. I hate that feature that much. It is my most hated iPhone feature that I've experienced probably ever. It drives me that mad. But it looks like the iPhone 16 Pro Max fixes that. Thank God. My God. And if you can't understand my frustration, then whatever. But as someone who shoots videos like every single day now, this is a godsend. Thank you, Apple, for fixing this. Thank you. Please never, ever make that mistake again. That drove me absolutely crazy. Rant over. Like, I hated that feature, but thank God it's going away. Okay, so this is really cool. I'm not a big fan of like photographic styles while taking the picture, but I do like altering photos or videos after the fact. Now, according to today's event, it looks like it's going to intelligently read your skin tone. So in other words, changing the filter or the style in this case is not going to alter your skin tone, which is really cool. So look, we're going from warm to cool to grayscale. Now, obviously that's going to affect it because grayscale is grayscale, but that's actually really cool. And that's actually pretty useful for someone like me. So yeah, there you go, guys. I mean, I'm not going to go super in depth, but overall, guys, really good event. Okay, fine. Let's talk about battery real quick. This isn't that important to me because I work at home, so I'm often near a charger. But up to 33 hours of video playback on iPhone 13 Pro Max, 16 Pro Max. That's actually really cool. Like 33 hours is a long time. Up to 27 hours of video playback on iPhone 16 Pro. Bada bing, bada boom. Ooh, compare. This is really cool. So I have the iPhone 14 Pro Max. Up to 2 less hours video playback. Up to 2 less hours. Oh, Pro, never mind. I'm sorry. Sometimes I'm stupid. I'm like, wait, why are they telling me I'm getting less battery? Because I should be focusing on this. Okay, I'm like, wait a minute, what? This is not like Apple to tell me I'm getting less battery life. That just blew my mind. Anyway, according to Apple, I'm getting up to 4 more hours of video playback going from the 14 Pro Max to the 16 Pro Max. Very cool. Very cool. Anyway, guys, overall, I'm not really disappointed. I mean, nothing like breakthrough, like industry changing. But I gotta say, from the camera button to the action button to the slightly larger display to Apple Intelligence support out of the box, actually, I think as of next month. And of course, all the other features like 4K 120 frames per second video, a brand new 48 megapixel ultra wide lens, which hopefully will fix that stupid macro issue. Overall, really solid event. Now, if I was on the iPhone 15 Pro Max, would I be just as excited? Maybe. I mean, the camera shutter button is a big deal. And the fixed macro mode is a huge deal, but the fact that I'm skipping a generation makes it an even bigger deal. So yes, to wrap up the video, that is why I will be happily upgrading from the 14 Pro Max to the 16 Pro Max. Likely 520 gigabyte or even 1 terabyte if I'm feeling generous or irresponsible in desert titanium. So guys, what are you buying, if anything? Are you buying the iPhone? Are you buying the new AirPods, AirPods Max, AirPods Pro, Apple Watch Series 10? Or even Apple Watch Ultra 2, which was slightly upgraded. But hey, the whole black finish looks beautiful. But I'm not going to spend that much on a watch. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And please keep it civil. We're all human beings. It's just stuff at the end of the day. And I hope you guys are having a great day. With that said, thank you so much. Peace.